Hi, my name is Kara-Leah Grant from the Yoga Lunchbox, and welcome to part 2 of this particular Creative Sun Salutation. So this one is focused around the Lotus Mudra, which you won't actually see today, but you would have seen last week, and also the sense of energy that is we're drawing in, we're surrendering to life and allowing ourselves to be fed by life, and then we're flowering and radiating and offering our fruits to the world. So today what we're going to be looking at is high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog, three-legged dog, and a variation thereof. So this is all about the core, okay? It's about how you zip and engage all the way through here, and then how you radiate through your limbs. So if you're familiar with Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha is engaged, Uddiyana Bandha is engaged, and that gives you that central connection and integrity. If you're not familiar with those terms, I'm not going to go in depth into it here. I definitely recommend looking them up online or talking to your teacher. But it's the sense of engaging your core. So the best way to describe it is cultivating the core. If I turn the side on, if you take an inhale breath and tuck your tailbone under and drop your chin, as if you were sucking the universe into your belly button, like this, that is overemphasizing the sense of cultivating your core. And then if you release it all out and then radiate in all directions through all of your limbs, it's radiating from the core. And you'll see this when we're in three-legged dog. So it's that sense of cultivating your core, drawing everything in, and then radiating everything out. Okay, so it's this interplay of energy, so crucial in high plank, as you'll see. Okay, so we were starting from halfway lift. So just allow your feet to be hip width apart. Hinge at your hips, bend the knees if you need to, and just bring your hands under your shoulders, radiating from the crown of the head in this direction, tailbone in that direction. Okay, and we're going to place our hands firmly on the ground, shoulder width apart, and just walk your feet back into high plank. So shoulders are directly above your hands and the feet are far enough away so that you're a nice solid 2x4 piece of wood. Bring the knees down if you need to, and if there's any sagging at all through the middle, absolutely have to bring your knees down. You need to maintain integrity here, so the second this happens, there's no integrity in the posture. So again, keep the knees down if required, okay? So, wherever you are in the posture, spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips into the earth, and push the floor away at the same time as engaging your arm bones back towards your spine. Press through your heels and pull the pubic bone towards your navel. That's cultivating your core. Radiate through the crown of the head and through the tailbone, okay? So you cultivate your core, and then you radiate. So now you could possibly float here for 10 minutes or so because you've got that energy working for you. We're not going to. We're going to go from here down to half plank. So slowly lower, hug those elbows in. Don't go too low. And then inhale, come forward over the toes and roll your shoulders back so that you're in upward dog. Just stay looking straight ahead. Squeeze your shoulders back, engage your thighs, cultivate your core, and then as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. And then inhale back to centre and look over your left shoulder. Just your head moves. Okay? Come back to centre and then inhale, coming to downward dog. Allow the feet to be hip width. Bend the knees if you need to. Let your pelvis roll over so you find length in the spine. And then if you need to walk through your heels to find length in the legs, finding that length. And again, cultivate your core. So engage Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Release through the heels. And we're going to bring our feet together at the centre line. Big toes touching. Keeping your hips square. Radiate through the ball of your right foot. Going up with control. Keep those hips square. Leg is a part of your spine. So you'll all be on one line. And then as you inhale, round everything, cultivate the core, bring the knee to the nose, shoulders come forward over the hands. Exhale, radiate back. And again, inhale. Exhale, radiate. Last time. And then we're going to come all the way through that same process, stepping into high lunge. Okay, we're just going to stop there and pause. So you can see that sense of cultivating your core and then radiating out from the limbs is where the strength comes from. It's not just about how muscular you are, it's about how you zip the energy up, how you move prana around your body, okay? So it's worth playing with this. We don't often get a lot of time to play in upward dog or even in three-legged dog when we're in class. And the beauty of a home practice is that you can do this. So when we're in upward dog, I said keep your head straight ahead rather than coming all the way up. It stops the back of the neck cranking and it allows you to lengthen through the crown of your head. And then by just turning it to one side, you start to notice, how does my head move? Is there anything holding through the shoulders? Is that difficult for me to do? Because you should be able to freely move the head from side to side without it tweaking or getting stuck. So it's another way to explore and to figure out what's going on with your body. Okay? So I invite you again to play with these two. Add it on to what we did last week. So you've got your lotus mudra to start, and then you come down into your forward fold with your hands interlaced. Then you're going halfway lift, high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog, three-legged dog, knee to nose. And if you watch the videos a couple of times and just go through, allow yourself to play with it according to your body. Because this is the thing, I'm not here to tell you what to do, now do this, now do that. I want to offer you suggestions so that you can explore and see what's happening in your body. Okay? So now I'm going to take myself through that flow that we just did. And again, I invite you either to watch or you can do it with me. And I'm going to be tuning into what my body needs, so there may be small variations. I may stop a little bit longer in one place than the other. We'll just see what happens. Because that's the beauty of yoga, right? You tune into your breath and you allow yourself to be moved through, rather than having this fixed idea of where you're going and what it is that you're doing. So it's surrendering that fixed idea, surrendering to the flow of life and seeing what arises. So let's see what happens. I'm starting from halfway lift. I'm going to change my mind right here and say I'm going to start from where we did at the beginning, week 1, and take you through that whole flow so you can start to see the segments come together. Okay, so we'll start there. Never be afraid to change your mind.